Hello universe, Josh here. I think I found my opposite that I want to do a response on, or my favorite set of opposites. And that's, for now anyways, for today, it's mortality and immortality. Mortality being the idea that there's an end, and that this consciousness that's buzzing around in my head right now and watching YouTube videos isn't going to be around forever. And then there's immortality. And the only way I can think of for a human to be immortal is to carry on through works. Whether those are works of literature, as in like the poet's immortality, or whether it's simply in the fact that I interact with my family and friends and create experiences with them, and that small part of my spirit lives on after, say, I kick the bucket. We're all mortal, and we all seem to have a desire to be immortal. But I'm beginning to question whether that's a inherent human trait to want to live forever. I mean, some of us might not want to live forever. Some of us might actually want mortality and want to die. And then I got to thinking, what about a poet or a writer or someone who's destined to be remembered after they die? Do they really die when they die? I mean, I know that they really die and their body rots in the ground. But what makes up them is not necessarily just, what makes up the person isn't necessarily just the person, their ideas too. And what constitutes a person in our world seems to me to be more than just the person. Therefore, pretty much everybody is immortal in a sense, because their actions continue to have effects even after they die. In fact, just the fact of having lived at all is a kind of immortality in itself. I mean, what is time after all? As long as you're alive for some time, you're alive. So, Stephen Ernest, you were writing to me in a comment, and you said Franz Kafka wanted his friend Max Brod to destroy all his writings. We're talking about, this was in the context of talking about writings that we're not sure if anyone is ever going to get to read. But what is the point of writing if not to continue on after death? I mean, what kind of poet doesn't want to be immortal? Is it a selfish poet? If I can't have it, you can't either. If I can't have breath or life, why should you? I don't know, maybe so. We desperately try to hang on to works of literature and poetry, and we desperately try to keep alive people who have passed on. Should we even be doing that? Do I want that done for me? Not that I expect it. I don't expect to become famous at all. I don't know what to expect. I'd like to, though. One day. I'm 25 years old. I think sometime in the next 25 years, I'll write something really worthwhile. Maybe it's a novel, maybe a poem, and people will remember me. Or not. And that's the thing. If I can create something that people ought to remember, and then I can destroy it. Think of that power. Think of the power that I have in not writing down my thoughts. I mean, in the end, I don't really have a choice whether I'm immortal or mortal. I mean, my physical body dies, and my ideas and various spirits, which I have touched, live on. And that's about all there is to it. I mean, where do I come in? So I'm not immortal or mortal. Unless I did something crazy, like started smoking. I think that's all I had to say on this one.